Welcome to Comedy by Indie Drop-In. Each week we feature an episode from the best independent creators. Hit subscribe for more great comedy content. If you would like to help Indie Drop-In support indie creators, you can buy us a coffee. Just go to buymeacoffee.com/indie drop-in or click the link in the show notes below. Today's episode is from Designated Quizzers podcast. Designated Quizzers is a trivia podcast. That's comedy plus trivia. If you like today's episode from the Designated Quizzers, make sure to check the show notes for links to subscribe. Enjoy the show.
Begin.
2021, what a shit show it was. Masks and vaccines, always the buzz. Grab a bottle of champagne with all of that fizz. 2022 is here. It's the year of the quiz. Welcome to the show that challenges your mind with trivia and useless information. We know that your days are long and hard, so sit back, relax, and unwind. Grab your favorite adult beverage, or try the one we're having. Then feel free to just listen, or even better, test your knowledge against ours. Play along, but always remember to drink responsibly and rely on us to be your designated quizzers. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Designated Quizzers. I'm Jason.
And I'm Lisa.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Happy New Year.
I know. Well, it's not the New Year yet, but we have family.
It's New Year's Eve. No, it's New Year's Eve.
It's fake New Year's Eve.
Is that the same as Christmas Eve?
I don't know.
Is this like Maria's birthday where it's like a birthday week and a birthday month?
Yeah.
This is like New Year's Eve month?
I know. My daughter decided.
Yeah, I always name names, but I never say who these people
Maria still does to this day at almost 25 years old, has a birthday month.
That's what I said.
So.
But.
You know what I did all day at work?
Work, of course.
For the last 2 days.
You worked hard. You worked your ass off.
I not only did my regular job, which is the job that brings me in money.
Ring, ring.
But I did my fake job.
Ring.
I did the job that I do for free, which is this podcast.
The phone is ringing.
I did my writing.
You're ringing your phone.
Yes. And I try very hard not to say what I'm writing while I'm taking customers' calls. And it's pretty hard sometimes.
I thought you might.
I texted Maria a phone when she asked me a question, and I was talking to a customer and writing a question at the same time. And I texted her the response of a phone extension. And she was like, "What the fuck, Mom? What is that?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, that's a phone extension." So I texted her the phone extension.
Oh my God. So
it's pretty funny, actually.
I was trying to do a little bit of the ring thing. I was trying to get you to, without saying the name of the company, I was trying to get you to do a fake.
Thank you for calling service. Lisa speaking. How may I help you?
So you work in service.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to find you.
They know I work in service.
They're going to find you. The feds and the podcasters. Audience.
I was saying today on Twitter, it's really hard when you know that the customer's car just broke down before Christmas. And they're like, I called a tow truck company, and you know that the car is going to be with us for who the fuck knows how long. And you're like, have a nice day.
I mean, how long is how long?
What?
Ooh,
I
wait
know
a minute.
this person's not going to have a nice day.
Hold on one second. Did you say it's really hard? That's what she said.
I know.
I got that one in.
Yeah.
Your office thing.
I don't even know what a really hard thing is anymore. We don't have time.
I don't know what that means.
We don't have time. We're busy.
Send your love tweets to Lisa at Designated Quizzers.
I know. I'm looking for a new husband.
I have a funny feeling that's going to get a response.
I'm in the market for a new husband. Okay.
Where do we go from here besides the lawyer's office?
I make out better than you do.
I know you do. And we
the
have
woman
experience.
Always wins.
We have experience. Well, yeah, but there's no kids to fight
We don't
over.
have any, yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
Okay, I don't know, but let's go.
Who gets rights to the show?
Oh, that's a good question.
What does it become? Designated? You do designated, I do quizzers?
Yes.
All right. I don't think this works without both of us.
You get it. Well,
so guess what?
You're middle-aged, and so am I. But middle-aged men typically go for younger women. So how are you going to do a podcast with an 18-year-old bimbo who's going to be like giggling the whole time? And it's like...
How are you going to do a podcast with an over-the-hill man?
No, men... No. Well, maybe. Yeah, because I'm gonna need someone who's gonna make me money. How old does a sugar daddy have to be when you're a 45-year-old woman?
Also, a poll topic.
A poll topic?
Not that
like
kind
a
of
stripper poll topic?
We talked about that last week. Hey, why don't we get on with the show?
Okay, let's go.
So we take a moment at the beginning of each episode to remind our listeners just how much we appreciate the support you show to Designated Quizzers. We're an independent podcast team that works many extra hours beyond our regular jobs to write and research content for the show. We might even still be married after the show. But our goal is to provide laughter, bring you laughter, provide you with an escape from your day-to-day. We also hope that you'll spend some time getting to know some of our indie podcasting colleagues who work just as tirelessly to consistently offer their shows to you.
Okay, so when you see us on Twitter as Designated Quizzers, I'm quote-unquote our marketing person at the moment. And so it's mostly me that you're interacting with. And, I give Jason podcasts to listen to.
That's me.
I choose mine. They're fantastic because the production value is great. They're very interesting. One of those is Stew World Order. I listen to the Shadow Storytellers, a horror fiction podcast. That's a storytelling podcast. Phenomenal. I mean, so talented. I also listen to Film Shake, the 90s movie podcast. Great. I mean, if you are into movies and you are into nostalgia movies, just amazing. Very well done. And number 4 is just my favorite right now, all 80s movies podcast. Just great. I mean, just great. I mean, you can tell they've researched, their content's great. Their chemistry is great. They do the movies that we all grew up with as 80s kids. It's just great.
So a couple things I want to mention about that. I listened to Stew World Order. I didn't get a chance to listen to, which was great, by the way. Stew World Order sounds to me like a wrestling thing because I remember that. So I got to find out if that was what do you call that? A nod to the New World Order. New World Order.
Jason's a big wrestling fan.
Well, not so much anymore, but from back in the day.
But you are. You're tried and true.
Yeah.
Always.
But really, I mean, if you watch,
fond.
Scroll back, it's always back to the day. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so the Shadow Storytellers, I didn't get a chance to find out about that one, but that's a horror fiction podcast. And I like horror movies.
Yeah, it's not horror movies. It's fiction. They write fiction and then they read it, and it's just
okay.
I do listen to storytelling podcasts, and I mean, it has to be good in order for you to listen to it. If it's not good, it's not going to keep your attention. I mean, very talented. That's all I can say. If you like storytelling podcasts, listen to them for sure.
All right, but now back to Designated Quizzers. Mm-hmm. It is cocktail time.
Yeah.
It is
I already drank my cocktail.
Time. Cocktail time. I'm going to say that over and over again until it sounds different. What are we drinking? Where is your cocktail?
I drank my cocktail.
Well, all right.
What was that?
I almost said something and then I thought it might be offensive, so I held back.
We are not in the game to care if we have offended anyone. That is not what I do for a living.
Okay, so
that is not what I'm about.
Buy us an AAmembership.com. Anyway, what is the drink that is now not in your drink called?
Well, we had 2 different kinds because there are different ways.
It's a martini.
To
it's
have
not a fancy
martinis.
build-up.
Yeah, but I like mine dirty. and I like them with gin. That's what she said. I like mine with obviously with olives, and I like it. I guess you would say extra dirty, and I like it with gin because, you gotta play with the big boys. Gin, no vodka. Get off the vodka. Gin,
yeah,
gin
agree.
all day.
I do agree with that. As much as we agree, which is a lot or not.
Ish.
So 2 ounces of gin or vodka, but I agree. I prefer gin. We used the stuff in the blue bottle, not the French stuff in the blue bottle that we really like, but the commercially, regularly available, very good quality blue bottle stuff.
Bombay.
We'll say the name if they pay us. Half ounce of dry vermouth. And of course, our dry vermouth is in a green bottle and pretty much the high end stuff. And then you use the Walmart version of olive juice, I'm sure, right? It doesn't really matter. Olive juice doesn't really matter.
It's Aldi.
Oh.
Also not a sponsor.
Right. Anyway, and I didn't drink mine dirty. I actually had just a clean martini.
Since when are you clean?
I take a shower at least once a month.
Yeah. You were the epitome of dirty.
I take a shower at least once a month. I take a shower
once a month.
No, I'm going somewhere with this. I take a shower at least once a month. Take note, all of you 18-year-old girls. Anyways. All right. I almost read the wrong thing. So, I guess what time is it? Is it time for the quiz? Or are we going to do something else first?
Well, no, it's definitely time for the quiz. But
right.
We can never remember who the hell is first.
Well, let's pause the show and wait for the responses to figure out who goes first. Everyone tweet us at Designated Quizzers and let us know who goes first. We'll be sitting here waiting.
No. So, I think I'm first.
I'll tell you in 1 second. I ended the show last time with... So yes, I ended the show last time with the infamous question about the 7 deadly sins, which was the end of our Christmas episode. Hopefully you all had a very good holiday. So that means I ended the show, which means I begin, or ended the quiz, I should say. So that means I begin the quiz this week.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Such an agreement. See, we're going to stay married. Mm-hmm. All right.
You didn't stay married the first time, though.
That was practice.
That was an expensive practice, man.
Yeah. What did you get out of your first marriage? 3 beautiful children.
Yeah.
And 2 grandchildren. Mm-hmm. By the way, 2 weeks old is our youngest grandchild. Well, no, how old is she now?
She is more than 2 weeks,
Well,
Jason.
whatever. I lose track of time. I'm Rip Van Winkle. Which is 99 years younger than Betty White, who turns 100 next month.
Yay, Betty.
And by the way...
Happy New Year, Betty White.
Well, I mean, really, I feel like, and we're going to get onto the quiz here, but I feel like when Bob Barker, who is also 98 years old, who has his birthday one day after yours, by the way, and Betty White...
I did that on purpose.
Okay, I'm sure you did. And Betty White die, which may never happen, I think that is officially the end of the world.
It also is a fish.
What?
You said, I think that's a fish.
I corrected myself. I will find the next opportunity to correct your mistake.
Oh, I will. Oh, yeah. Well, you'll have a lot of mistakes.
Anyway, question number 1. As 2021 comes to a close, and as we do every year, it's time to look back and reflect on all of the ups and downs of the past year. The reflection that I get in the mirror is one of wrinkles, a few extra pounds, and more gray and white hair. According to medicalnewstoday.com, besides aging, name one of the 3 other probable causes of white pubic hair.
Whew. Albinism.
What? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Being an albino?
You don't have the computer in front of you, but I do, and I'm so tempted to look up albinism.
Albinism.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I know albinos are a thing. Is that the right term?
It's albinism.
Am I making an idiot out of myself for questioning
you
this?
know I am the queen of useless information. It is albinism.
All right. Well, then I stand corrected.
But that's not the answer, obviously.
Of course it isn't. Which, by the way, for the record, I am out for revenge and end the year on...
You don't know what the shot is back here.
I don't give a flying fuck because I am not taking it. All right. So the answer is, of course, well, the answers are... You had 3 opportunities to get this answer, by the way. You could have said public lice.
Public lice? What?
Or
watch out for that public lice.
I feel like I shouldn't reach down
when
and
you're
grab
riding on the subway.
When you're riding on the subway,
be careful of the public lice. That is lice that is defined as
okay,
acquired on the subway in the public.
All right. So I will not.
Sorry for all the people who ride the subway. We didn't mean to offend
I'm
you.
also sorry for all the people with public lice. The answers.
Pubic lice?
Yes, that's it. And also white pear, which is a...
STD?
No, that's actually incorrect. I'll correct that later. But it's a fungal infection of the hair shaft.
Ew.
Yes, I said hair.
You also said shaft.
No, I said hair. I wasn't going there. Or vitiligo, which is patchy loss of skin color caused by a decrease in melanin production.
I know all about.
Okay, well, great job on not answering that correctly. Question number 2.
Yeah, Michael Jackson had that. Gary, Indiana.
Question number 2.
Shout out Gary, Indiana.
Shout out question number 2.
Okay.
Although we're drinking martinis, a very popular alcoholic beverage among New York partiers is champagne. When I worked as a lot attendant for a local Ford dealership in the mid to late 90s, 1990s, not 1890s, Ford Motor Company offered some of their models in a tannish color, which they called champagne. Now, in her late 90s, I mentioned this a minute ago. In fact, she is 99 years old and about to turn 100 on January 17th, 2022. What is actress Betty White's middle name?
Alice.
Yeah, Marion.
Oh. I know, it sounded like it was going to be Alice. It was in everyone's name Alice. Who's
or Marion. Or Rose.
Middle name Alice.
Or
Rose,
Beverly.
Anne. Marie.
Just keep naming off names because
Margaret.
we've just turned off more and more people.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go. Why do I say that all the time? You want to give a shout out to the reason I say that?
It's the gaming primal call.
Specific to this home. Why do I say that? Give him a shout out. Give that boy a shout out.
Joey the Gamer. I don't know what his handle
Look
is.
him up
sorry.
on Fat Kid with a Tech Deck on YouTube.
Oh, that is a real thing, guys. I mean, we are not faking that.
He's got more hits than we have followers.
Search on YouTube, Fat Kid with a Tech Deck. That is my older son.
It's actually your younger son. I know your children
No.
better than you.
That is my older son messing with my younger son and put him on his YouTube. He's now, my younger son is now 19 and my older son is the father of 2.
Yeah, we went through that.
And he still to this day
is a pain in the ass.
Just drives his brother crazy and just do us a favor.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You look up YouTube.
And by the way, not a sponsor because that kid doesn't have any fucking money.
Yeah. Fat Kid with a Tech Deck because this is just what brothers do.
Question number 3.
We're not offending anyone because,
Question number 3. The Chinese New Year is also known as the Spring Festival. Speaking in past tense, you might get sprung if a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face. I'm sure everyone remembers, but we learned that lesson from Sir Mix-a-Lot. In revolutions per minute, or RPM, what is the average speed of a single-speed kitchen mixer?
What the fuck? How am I even supposed to ever know that? In miles per hour, did you say?
RPM?
RPMs,
per minute.
revolution
It's that
per-
other gauge on the car that you don't pay attention to.
Revolutions per minute.
While we're waiting for the answer,
15.
I would have done more of the lyrics. No, 15. Do you know how friggin' slow that is? Think about the car.
Know.
Think about the car for a second.
I can't. Can I take it? If I take
the car
shot of this Jose Cuervo Especial,
not a sponsor,
Blue Agave, not a sponsor, but we will take you as a sponsor because I love tequila.
Yes, yeah, actually, that's true.
It's fake New
tequila
Year's.
Sponsor would be a
Cheers. It's fake New Year's.
Yeah, it's real New Year's. I don't know. Well, it's New Year's Eve. But anyway, 15. Did you say 15? Was that your answer? Mm-hmm. 15. 15.
Yes.
When you ever looked at the gauge of your car and it said 15, your car wasn't running, by the way.
I don't know.
Okay, we won't go on. 1750.
And I work in a car dealership.
Irrelevant.
In service.
And unwind. 1750, 1,750. Not 15.
Wow.
It has to be moving to cut food. Mm-hmm. 15 revolutions per minute.
It cuts food?
15 revolutions per minute.
Can I put a steak in a blender and it'll cut my food?
Okay. Question number 4. Similar to the 4th of July, spectacular fireworks displays are set off in major cities around the world to celebrate the new year. In 2010, Katy Perry released her hit single, titled Firework, which reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and the top 5 on 20 other charts around the world. Located in the city of Katy, in what state can you find the Katy Mills Mall?
Mississippi?
No. There's 49 others. Would you like to take another guess?
No.
Well, it wouldn't matter anyways. It's Texas.
Oh, well, that was my next guess.
But it wasn't your first guess. Out for revenge. You are 0 for 4.
I said that can we live in Texas? I want to go live in Texas.
Of course we can.
When Megan is 18, can we move to Texas?
I have to shout out to Melanie, who is my other daughter that we never mention. Hey, Melanie.
She's
what's
an
up?
adult. Megan's 14.
But we've mentioned every other child except for Melanie.
But can we move to Texas?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I will get
It's a plan.
Yep. I'll get a bus.
Our house is already worth more than we paid for it. Let's move.
We live in the Falls. Our house is worth nothing.
It's worth way more than we paid for it.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, question number 5. Mm-hmm. You have now 6 questions left to prevent yourself from whatever concoction you have in that miniature shot glass. Behind you, question number 5.
Do you notice it's less because I felt like I was going to lose, so it's less than last week?
That's right. That's what's up. New Year's Day, as we all know, falls on January 1st on the Gregorian calendar, which was introduced in 1582 by Pope Gregory XIII. Marie Callender's Restaurant and Bakery is an American restaurant chain with 29 locations throughout California, Nevada, and Utah. The Bonneville Salt Flats is a 40 square mile area in northwestern Utah that was the site of various land speed records. What county would you be in if you were to visit this historic area?
You know, I know this, but I don't know this because
of course you do.
Researched this and I know about the Salt Flats and the racing and the fact that they broke the land speed sound barrier with the jet car there. And
I'm looking at you oddly and with an inquisitive look because you researched the Bonneville Salt Flats?
Yes, because I read useless information. It's what I'm about. All the times when I'm on my phone and you're like, here's a tip. Here's a little bit of information about my husband.
How boring am I that you have to research the Bonneville Salt
Hold
Flats?
on a second. So my husband ignores me and doesn't talk to me for like hours on end.
Listen, Linda.
As soon as I have my phone in front of me and I look like I'm reading, which is a lot, he's like, I'll listen and he'll be like, how much are strawberries? We should really get, we need milk.
All right, Lucille. Answer the goddamn question.
Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the state.
What is your name?
The city. What am I looking for?
The county.
County?
We live in Niagara County.
I am not going to know the county.
I know that. But you are going to know what that tastes like behind you.
I'm thinking about like movies and like what counties are normally named. Brown County.
Okay. The answer is Tooele County.
Okay, well, I was going to know that.
Too.
But I do know about the Salt Flats.
I'm trying to educate here. I'm an educator.
Also,
I'm an educator. Tooele.
Also, if you want to know about true crime, who knows everything about true crime?
Probably one of our...
Me.
Oh,
Me.
yeah, you. Okay.
Me.
Is this an advertisement for an upcoming show?
Theme park accidents. If you have
we have to... Question number 6.
If you have a podcast about theme park accidents, please tweet me because I am a super fan and I have no idea why. I'm a morbid person.
There it is. There's my moment. Once again,
accidents.
You are now promoting death on Designated Quizzers. Every week, someone dies.
It's not all about death, though.
Question number 6. Probably the celebrity most associated with New Year's Eve is Dick Clark.
Good old Dick.
And he's dead.
Do you know?
Beginning in 1972, Mr. Clark produced Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve and hosted the show until 2006. Although under different ownership, Clark Candy Bars, a chocolate and peanut butter crunch cup, once again became available for purchase in 2018. Like the acronym for peanut butter, what professional wrestler's initials are PB? This long pause sponsored by...
Paul Bunyan. I don't know.
Did you just...
He wrestled a bull, a blue one.
It was an ox.
It was an ox.
Which, maybe that's a bull. I don't know. I don't want to sound dumb.
Is an ox a bull? Is a bull an ox? Tweet us.
So here's the funny part. The question was PB, right? The answer is CM. CM
Punk.
Yes. Whose real name is...
Paul...
Philip
Bunker.
Brooks. Philip Brooks.
You know, is there anything about wrestling you don't know? You probably knew that without looking it up.
I actually did know that without looking it up. I know.
You are a crazy...
And
if anyone has a wrestling podcast and wants my husband on as a guest, he is your best choice for a guest. He is...
Well, it depends on the years. I talked about that earlier.
No.
Let's not do this.
He knows old wrestling. He knows new wrestling.
I do not know new wrestling.
Everything in
really
between.
I really don't. I know old wrestling.
No, he really does.
I know old wrestling.
Don't listen to him. He really does.
I really don't. Do you see me watching new wrestling?
But okay, whatever.
No,
but
I don't.
He knows.
No, you
he
don't
knows
see
the
me
good years
because
of
you're
wrestling.
sleeping.
He knows the good
Moving
years
on.
of wrestling. He is phenomenal at wrestling trivia.
Well, trivia, that's what we do. Question number 7. Keeping with the theme of things most associated with New Year's Eve celebrations, the song Auld Lang Syne, that's Auld Lang Syne, is likely to be played and sung at the stroke of midnight. Born June 14th, 1982, Lang Lang is a renowned Chinese concert pianist whose accolades include being the first Chinese pianist to be engaged by the Berlin and Vienna Philharmonics. How long is a Vienna sausage?
What the fuck? Well, I'm thinking about this in terms of your penis. So...
My daughter listens to this show.
And I know that, like...
As does all of those 18-year-old girls.
That penis created her, so she's fine.
And unwind.
2.5 inches.
That's damn close. You added an extra half inch.
It's 2 inches?
It's 2. Yes, it's 2.
That's what she said.
It's 2 inches.
Shout out to the office.
You added a half inch.
Yeah.
You got nothing. You have nothing. I said you got.
I really am an Office super fan, by the way.
Wow, you are missing all of the opportunities when I kept saying you added a half an inch. No, it's actually approximately 2 inches.
Ooh.
So
that's approximate. So I should have gotten that. What if there was an extra long Vienna sausage in that one can? I feel like I should have gotten that.
Question number 8. New Year's is often the time when people set new goals to accomplish throughout the upcoming year. Their resolutions are usually met with great determination and enthusiasm. Resolution is also the number of pixels or dots that make up the picture on your television. Identical to the shape of Dots candy, what is the name of the licorice candy with a mascot that sported a top hat and cane?
Well, the only thing that I can think of that sported a top hat and I almost said cocaine.
Speedball.
And a cane was the peanut for Planters.
It's actually a good guess because Planters did a lot of candy.
But what? Well, I mean, we're going to talk about licorice coins. And they were black. And they were... And wait, what am I looking for? The name of the company?
What is the name of the licorice candy with a mascot that sported a top hat and cane?
I don't know. Twizzlers.
Yeah, it's crows.
Oh my God, I knew that.
Really?
Yes.
And actually, when I was looking up the question, it was actually Black Crows, not to be confused with the Black Crows.
The band.
Trademarked in 1911 and later in 1972, part of Tootsie Roll Industries.
Mm-hmm. I would take a Tootsie Roll right now.
You would, but how about you take question number 9?
Do you know what else I would like? Because it was so delicious. And I don't know how many people have Wendy's in their...
Wendy's not a sponsor.
No, Wendy's not a sponsor, but we'll take Wendy's as a sponsor. Does anyone have Wendy's
Wouldn't take Wendy's as a sponsor.
Frosty. Oh, that was so delicious. The chocolate Frosty.
Yep.
If you don't have a Wendy's...
If you don't have a chocolate Frosty...
you don't know what you're missing. Chocolate Frosty.
You don't know what you're missing. Chocolate Frosty.
So fucking good.
So fucking good.
Yeah. Chocolate Frosty. Hashtag chocolate Frosty.
What is my favorite
Hashtag
voice?
Wendy's.
Question number 9.
Okay.
Is this creepy? What if I read the whole question in this voice?
I don't like that. I feel like you're going to murder me in my sleep, wrap me in a tarp and drag me out. And then because we all have cameras out here in Niagara Falls, the neighbors over here with our favorite dog,
Maggie
is going to see us on the camera. And, the police are going to go over there and they'll be like, well, I did see him dragging a sack out in a tarp, putting it into his pickup truck.
Hey, here's the good news. The police don't give a shit.
I know. They really don't.
So
that's a story for another day.
It is. We could literally do an entire episode on Niagara Falls.
Do not give a shit. It is a 100% truth.
Okay.
Here where we live. In the beautiful, beautiful, come visit, city of Niagara Falls.
Oddly, there is 1/2 mile or less from us a bed and breakfast, 1 street over and 2 blocks down.
Stay there. We highly recommend. But
actually, it's probably a nice place.
Bring your pepper spray and your...
Bring your pepper spray and
your concealed weapon.
I could write a poem for that, like at the beginning of the show. But Okay, this is taking up time. Let's move on.
Bulletproof vest.
Why does the martini have more effect on me than any other drink?
I don't know, but I'm
losing focus.
I've been drinking Jose Cuervo and...
See that counter? We're at 39 minutes. We apologize, everyone. Stay tuned.
I'm pointing
more to come.
Why am I pointing? This is Niagara Falls, and this is New Year's Eve. So we can do this.
Yes, we can.
Let's go.
Dick Clark, Ryan Seacrest.
That's what they call me at work. They call me Dick Clark.
Of course they do. Question number 9. During the quiz, I've shared many insightful tidbits of information about the New Year, its traditions and celebrations. Celebration is the title of a song by Kool and the Gang. Cool Whip can be seen dolloped on top of dessert pies of all varieties. Another song title, Whip Gang, can be heard on the 2018 Solid Impulse album by which of your favorite artists?
Is it really my favorite artist, or are you just saying that?
Well, you should know it by now.
Soulja Boy.
Yes. It's Grizzle Spliff.
Who is that? Why do you say yes? You're confusing the public.
Nope. They know that means you're wrong.
What is Swizzle Piff?
Listen, he might be an indie art. Actually, he had pretty good stats. Grizzle Spliff. That's Grizzle, like Grizzle.
I feel like that's what I made for dinner.
No, listen. Grizzle, Grizzle, 2 Z's like Quizzers. $SPLIFF.
It sounds like something I would buy for my beagle for a treat.
Because $sign is a new letter in the alphabet.
Swizzles Drift?
Who is a hip-hop rap artist. All right. We got to get on to your question, or your questions. Question number 10. Final question of the year from me, which actually it is. It really is the final question of the year for me. Pay close attention so no one misses. The countdown is on. It's almost time. We all watch as the ball slowly drops and reaches its destination. On average, how much caffeine is in your 8-ounce cup of tea? Did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Tell the
10
listeners.
milligrams.
It's actually 26 milligrams.
Woo.
Which means you got 0 questions right.
Oh, we are going to have to figure this out because you're going to get 0 questions.
Did you get it?
No. How would I get it?
No, not the question. Did you get the path of that question?
No.
I'll read it again. Final question of the year from me. Pay close attention so no one misses. The countdown is on. It's almost time. We all watch as the ball slowly drops and reaches its destination. On average, how much caffeine is now in your 8-ounce cup of tea?
Teabagging.
Let's go! All right. So, moving on from that.
Okay, well, all right. Well, we haven't figured this out because you're going to also get 0 right. So, what happens when we both get 0 right?
Teabagging.
I mean,
you're
with your 18-year-old new wife? Because, okay, let's go. All right. Now, all of my questions... No, I'm sorry.
Wait.
What?
I want to hear you say let's go like you mean it.
Let's go! All right, okay. All right, so all of my facts, because these are not where my questions came from, but all of my facts came from Good Housekeeping. So whatever, www.goodhousekeeping.com, what the fuck. All right, that was my source. All right, number 1. Hey!
What?
Baby New Year is actually pretty old. The symbol of a baby has been around since 600 BC and started in ancient Greece when they paraded around an infant in a basket in celebration of the god of fertility, Dionysus. The baby represents the birth of a new year. Why am I laughing?
Because it's the most boring fucking question I've ever heard.
Okay. How long is the gestation period of a donkey?
Well, how long is that donkey's gestation period? Let's find out. The answer...
In terms of days, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course. I would say it's 247 days.
I mean, no, but kind of close in a way. It's 365 days or 1 year.
So what if Joey, fat kid with a tech deck, was in your uterus?
For 365 days?
Yeah.
I would have just had Megan roll me off a cliff in my wheelchair. All right.
She wasn't born. Question number 2.
Question number 2.
Wait, that's your line.
The first Times Square New Year's party was thrown as a way of celebrating the opening of the New York Times building in 1904. New York Times meaning the newspaper. Okay.
For those of you listening, that was 19, T-I-N-G.
Over 200,000 people attended. Are you ready for this question? Because this is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
What is pi squared?
That would be...
So this is pi times pi.
Yeah, I know. It's 9.42.
No. And no one would ever be able to get this without a...
Pi times pi. 3.14 times 3.14.
It's 9.8696.
That's close enough.
4401009. No. Because as one of my coworkers mentioned, pi is infinite. So no one could get this answer.
And
Next
your coworker
question.
needs a new life.
Next question. Number 3. The Waterford Company comes up with a different design for each New Year's ball pattern. The sphere is made up of 2,688 crystal triangles and has over 32,000 lights. Here's your question.
That wasn't the question.
What was the name of the amphibious military utility vehicle made by Ford Motor Company?
Well, this is actually something someone could know. And that someone is not me. I really want to finish this episode just doing that voice.
Mm-hmm. No.
Which you've told me is creepy. The answer to that question clearly is the Frogmobile.
I mean, it's the Ford GPA or the SEEP. The Ford GPA SEEP.
What was your
taking
GPA?
Jeep and putting an S in it, meaning seep water. You know, seep. You got it. Ha ha.
What was your GPA?
My GPA, where, in college?
Well, no.
4.0.
Really?
Yeah.
Who were you blowing?
Well, definitely not you. I mean, yeah. Question number 4. New Year's is terrifying for children in Akita, Japan. There's a local tradition where grown men dress up like demons and go door to door to scare children into behaving for their parents. They yell things like, "Are there any crybabies at home?"
Crybabies!
Here's your actual question.
Here's your actual question!
No. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Gene Simmons from the band Kiss is better known as his onstage persona, the Demon.
Mm-hmm.
The eye section of Gene's demon makeup came from the wing design of what comic book character? You are never going to fucking get this.
Oh, it's the Cyclopsiles.
Black Bolt.
Yeah, that's the
For
same thing.
all our comic book fans out there.
Cyclopsiles and Black Bolt are actually synonyms in the Scandinavian language of Glafakadlab.
Okay, let's go. Ready?
Yeah.
This is question number
5.
5. If you live in Italy, wearing red underwear on New Year's is considered lucky. I'm going to say a few lines from a song. Tell me the name of the song and the artist who performs it.
And it's another bullshit 2-part question.
You got it, motherfucker. Early morning, she wakes up. Knock, knock, knock on the door. It's time for makeup. Perfect smile It's you they're all waiting for.
I need to name the artist and the song?
Mm-hmm.
For a half a point, here's my answer. I don't have one. But here's my answer anyways. Say the question again. I don't just
You
the
want
part.
me to say
just
the
part.
song?
Just the song.
Early morning, she wakes up. Knock, knock, knock on the door. It's time for makeup. Perfect smile. It's you they're all waiting for.
Well, it's Guns N' Roses. Knock, knock, knock. No, that would be Bob Dylan.
That's Heaven's Door.
Yeah, knock, knock, knocking on Heaven's door.
Knock, knocking on. We can't
Sing.
sing.
So it's clearly not Guns N' Roses, but it's, I don't know. I give up.
It's Lucky by Britney Spears. You lose.
Oh, well,
All right.
it's Britney.
Are you ready?
Bitch.
Yep. Woo!
Wow. Was that 2.5 inches?
All right. Number 6. AAA is near and dear to our hearts. The nationwide roadside assistance company offers free rides home to people who partied a little too hard on New Year's. Not going to be us because we'll be fucking home.
Wait a minute. That's tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we will be home.
What 7-letter word containing 3 A's defines a species of South American animal whose fur is commonly used to make blankets, sweaters, socks, coats, etc.?
Aardvark.
Aardvark.
Yeah, there's
Well, that is your
AA.
final answer. It is not an aardvark. It is the alpaca. That was an easy one. That was your gimme, and you
Aardvark
lost.
has 3 A's.
So
It
does
has to be aardvark.
So does alpaca.
Aardvarks and
That
alpaca
was your
are the
gimme, and you didn't get it. You know I love alpacas.
And you know that I love aardvarks.
Okay.
Does that voice go with I love aardvarks?
This one is amazing. Can you please, because I wrote this ball on the phone with a customer at my professional work of business. Number 7.
All right, I'm going to concentrate now because although the martini,
We have to
I must
figure out
win.
if we have a 0-0 tie. What are we going to do? We have to figure it out.
Not going to happen.
All right. Number 7. Time balls were invented to help sailors long before they were used on New Year's Eve to help ship captains coordinate their navigation equipment. Speaking of balls, how much time does it take for the average set of testicles to produce 1,500 sperm?
Oh, yeah. No, I know this answer. I was just practicing.
In the shower?
No, I haven't taken a shower yet. Because it's not that time of month. See how I did that long? It was a hum. It was a hummer. Wait, how long does it take? 3 days.
3 days?
32 minutes.
1 second.
1 second. That's what I said.
It's going to be
Which
0
is
to
within
0.
3 days.
All right. Are you ready for question number 8?
Are you going to talk into your mic?
2,000 pounds of confetti are dropped on partygoers in New York's Times Square. Each piece of confetti contains a wish written on them.
Really?
That sounds fun, right?
That sounds like a lot of extra work for no reason.
But it sounds like fun. In what year was Funfetti cake mix introduced by Pillsbury?
Oh, well, we have Funfetti candy canes on our Christmas tree.
Uh-huh.
And
we've-
who likes those?
We've definitely had Funfetti cake before, too.
Funfetta cake. Funfetta cake? That sounds not good. But I do love feta cheese, and I had souvlaki for lunch.
You did?
I did. Yeah, because we didn't have a lunch.
I gave you a lunch.
What year? No, you did not. What year was Funfetti cake invented? Well, that sounds like 1967.
1989.
Same year. It's the same year.
Okay. Are you ready? We are really going to have to decide what we do here. All right.
I vote for a wet t-shirt contest.
On your 18-year-old future wife. Number 9. Since 1996, Key West, Florida has featured a female impersonator or drag queen named Sushi from a bar top roof inside of a giant red high-heeled shoe instead of a ball for New Year's. So the drag queen drops down in the shoe, to bring in the New Year instead of the ball.
Sweet.
Here's your question.
Give me tickets.
Who was the winner of season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race?
Who was the winner? It was Shaquanda LaQuanda.
Tyra Sanchez.
Also a cousin of hashtag Shaquanda LaQuanda. I can't even say it.
I'm going to be myself. Shaquanda LaQuanda. I'm pretty sure I made her an appointment today for her 1994 Ford Escort.
Okay. The answer is Shaquanda LaQuanda. Is the 1994 Escort a real thing?
2015 Ford Explorer that you bought from this super location. And she's
You're going to say a super Walmart?
Oh my God. I just spit that all over the place. Oh my God. That hurt. It's all over my shirt.
That's what she said.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's going to stink like vodka in here. I mean, tequila.
Hot in. What are you doing?
I don't know. I can't think of the story. Okay, whatever. I literally spit that out everywhere. Question number 10.
Yeah. Sorry about all that.
Grapes are considered lucky.
Wait a second.
It's all over my bra.
What? Is this part of the show?
Okay.
Is this part of the show? What did you just say?
No, it's all over my bra.
Okay. The final question of the year begins with, it's all over my bra.
Okay. Question number 10. Grapes are considered lucky in Spanish households. There's a tradition of scarfing down 12 grapes in the first 12 seconds of the new year.
Mm-hmm. I read about that in my research.
What rapper holds 12 Guinness World Records?
Well, that would be Dr. Dre.
No.
That would be Snoop Dogg.
Eminem.
That would be Eminem.
We have to figure out what we do here because we both lost.
Well, the answer is we both take the shot. I mean, it is what it is.
What are we going to do? Share it? It's not.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not enough to share.
No. Again,
this is
put that in a
horrific, by the way.
You put that in a 3-ounce glass. It's half of a glass. That's about a one and a half
pour,
ounce.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you just conveniently have another glass standing by.
Let's equal this out here.
Yeah, it is New Year's. I guess no matter what, we should probably share in the New Year's together.
That's a little bit uneven, but I'm going to tap it in. All right. I think that's good. Okay.
Right.
So do you know what this is?
No, let's tap it in.
That's what she said. It is coffee liqueur and absinthe.
Oh. So that's coffee
Merry
and black
New Year.
licorice. All right.
Merry New Year.
I will reach out to you and in celebration of the New Year. Let's do this clinky thing.
Let's tap.
Let's do it loud. Don't break the glass.
Tap it.
So
Tap
that
it.
everyone hears it. Tink.
1, 2, 3. Holy fuck, that's actually not that bad.
No, that was not anywhere near as bad as Parmesan cheese and red vodka.
You don't even know what that tastes like. All right.
And I don't care. So, I would like to say that we did it!
Yes.
We all, you, across from the table from me, me, and all of you out there in podcast world got through this year and another year together. This is a tough, tough world. And we're going to get through an even tougher time.
Support one another as we move on into the new year. Sorry about that slurring of my speech.
Mm-hmm. But before we go, we want to thank you, our designated listeners. As always, you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to rate and review, like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at Designated Quizzers. That's Designated QZRS.
Feel free to fill our stockings with a tip on Twitter or Good Pods.
Just the tip?
Or just buy us a cocktail
Just the cocktail.
buymeacoffee.com.
On that note, Lisa, you got this one. Because the last couple times I've tried to get you to be part of the ending, you got this one. This ending isn't corny. It isn't embarrassing. In fact, we could try our best to perfectly time saying it together. You want to try that?
Sure.
All right. We're coordinated enough to bring the show to a climax at the same time. So, everyone join in and finish with us.
3, 2, 1.
Kiss my ass 2021. Don't forget, we kick off 2022 with a very special show. Cheer us on as we fight against the odds. It's 2 against 3 in the first ever team versus team, podcast versus podcast, battle to the death. As Lisa and I take on the dastardly trio of Don, Carlos, and Zach, better known to you and I as that Dan.
All right, guys. We got to start practicing for this quiz with the designated quizzers. Jason and Lisa are inviting us on at the beginning of the year. It's us 3 versus them 2. Pretty pumped about it.
I like those odds.
I do.
You know who used to tell me to study like that?
Who?
Your mom.
Nice. You're such a dick. So what we're going to do, it's on the Mafia, which, I mean, we got to win this. I'm a New Yorker and I'm Italian. Like, if we don't win this, I might be disowned by my family.
There's other mafias in the world. You know that, right?
Listen, no, there's not. So I'm going to ask Carlos, I'm going to ask you a question just to practice, just to whatever. In Goodfellas, which is one of the greatest mobster movies, greatest mafia movies of all time, who played Tommy in the movie? The Irish guy. The only non-Italian. No. The Irish one. The young one. Okay, so my mom played Tommy in a wheelchair. That's great. She wasn't in a wheelchair. She wasn't in a wheelchair back then, though. But
okay.
Fail. The wrong answer.
That was before they broke her legs.
Yeah. All right. I'll go to Zach because maybe he'll get it. Zach, dude, who was the most notorious, well-known mobster in the early 90s in New York City? That was from Queens. They did a movie about him. Who was it?
What year did your mom come over here?
Oh, all right. I get it. It's your mom night. I understand.
Right.
I get it. Well, looks like we're going to lose this one.
Yo, Scarface.
He was Cuban. Nothing to do with an Italian mobster. Anyway, looks like we're going to lose this one and have to drink something absolutely horrific. I know Lisa last time drank red vodka and Parmesan cheese. So that was fun. It was gross, I'm sure.
What did you sign us up to, bro? What is this?
Right.
But, no. Their last quiz was great. They did it on boy bands. It was funny. I suggest everyone listen to it.
Oh, your mom should have gone on that one.
Right.
All right. Well, it's your mom's night here at That Damn Pod. So funny stuff. But don't forget to check out Jason and Lisa on Designated Quizzers. You can check them out on Twitter at DesignatedQZRS. Looking forward to being on with them, me, Zach, and Carlos versus Lisa and Jason. I'm super pumped to be on the show. Check them out. Don't forget, they got 4 episodes out there, just like we do. And we'll see you next week. Have a good night.
Your mom also has 4 episodes.
That's on Pornhub, though.
You don't want to miss this epic battle. Designated Quizzers versus That Damn Podcast. In fact, head over to Twitter right now and vote for who you think will prevail. And it all takes place, you say it this time,
Next week.
right here on Designated Quizzers. Happy New Year, everyone.
Thanks again for listening to Comedy by Indie Drop-In. If you would like your show featured, reach out to us at Indie Drop-In on all social media or go to indiedropin.com. See you next time.